One of the tools I was missing in my shop was a wooden mallet. Making stuff for yourself is always an opportunity to try new ideas and techniques. I thought it might look kind of cool to make a bullseye by turning dowels that would fit inside larger dowels. I had a few strips of Purpleheart and Walnut that were just the right size for me to try making a couple of rings. So the trick with getting these dowels to be an even size across the length of the whole piece is using calipers and a sanding board. I was able to get them to fit pretty well. In fact, I actually had a hard time getting them to fit inside of each other and had to tap them in with a hammer. So nice tight fit that I was able to get out of these, but it definitely took a lot longer than I was hoping it would. Not sure if I have a better idea for doing this, but it seems like drilling them out, getting them down to that right size, and just hammering them home and putting a little glue in there seems to work really well. thanks to the magic of YouTube, I was able to compress several hours worth of work down into just a couple of minutes. This was a lot of manual, tedious effort, using the calipers and the sandpaper, constantly checking, constantly measuring. It's a lot of work to make these fit perfectly. I mean, the idea behind this was I wanted to have something seamless. If I were to cut it down the middle, which I do, I didn't want to run the risk of there being a gap in the center. So these really had to be, very precise all the way across. And I think I did get there. It was just way more work than I had expected it to be. So maybe look to see it again. Maybe not 3 or 4 put in together, but maybe one inside of another one is probably about all I'm going to do, just because of the amount of work that was involved in putting these together. So here I am just sanding off the last of them, and then I'll put them aside and start working on the rest of the hammer. Alright, so I'm just going to finish off by parting the end off here. I'm going to drill a hole down the center of this to fit a plug. I don't have a steady rest, so I don't want it wandering all over the place, so just put it up on the bit and drill a little hole and make a Purpleheart plug to go into the back of this. Alright, we'll finish up by drilling a hole for the Purpleheart pin and then glue in the two decorative bullseye dowel and dowel pieces. Alright guys, thanks for watching. It's my first hammer. Tried to do something a little different. Wanted to do something. I know it kind of looks like a robot smiley face, but I actually really happy with the way it turned out. Nice, good, solid. It's maple, and I believe this is bloodwood. And then I've got the inserts here, which are Purpleheart and Walnut, and then the insert on the bottom is just Purpleheart. And this is a pin that that locks the handle in place. So let me know what you think. I love it. Alright guys, well if this is your first time here, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I hope you enjoy the video. I'd love to make more for you. Don't forget to hit share. You can follow me on Instagram, find me on Etsy, and of course here I am on YouTube. So until then, take care, and again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.